Just think about what will happen if the radical right takes control of the fourth largest state in the union.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your next U.S. Senator, Kendrick Meade.
Well, I can tell you, we definitely have a big task ahead of us, because it's very, very important that we fight for our country, that we fight for this state, and that we stand up for the people of goodwill. We cannot allow the Tea Party or Sarah Palin or anyone else to take over our state and our country. What it's going to take is an strength to make sure that we beat the forces that are working against us. There's some folks who want to turn the clock back. On healthcare, we have healthcare organizations and companies that want to turn the clock back on the rights that you have right now. The fact that you're able to stay on your parents' policy until your mid-20s, they want to turn the clock back on that. They want to turn the clock back on seniors that are counting on a prescription drug benefit that they can count on. They want to turn the clock back on that. They want to turn the clock back on the advancements that we have made defending Social Security for those that need it most here. They want to allow offshore oil drilling off the coast of Florida. And that's the reason why we must fight hard. We must fight hard to make sure that that does not happen. We have to stand up in this state for the people who work every day. There are people that are counting on us to lead. There are people that are counting on us to make sure that Marco Rubio doesn't become the next senator of the state of Florida. We care about the people we stand for. The reason why you're here is that you believe in a sense of community and a sense of country. You feel that you have entitlement to the flag that flies high, just like everyone else. I'm not saying that the radical right are bad people. I'm just saying that they're moving in the wrong direction. And I think it's very, very important for us to be the kind of country that we all envision and that the world counts on when it comes down to leadership. Then we have to stand up as leaders and do the right thing. And I think it's very, very important, ladies and gentlemen, for you to know that the 42nd President of the United States took time out of his schedule to come here to the state of Florida to stand with me, a man that's known throughout the world.
Now, when it's not very important to us, like the future of our children, the health of our economy, what kind of country we're living in, we get all these people saying, don't bother me with the facts, I got my mind made up. I know what's right. I don't want to see my country make a mistake. And I'm old enough to remember that when you make an important decision, never mind politics, about anything, when you're really mad, there's about an 80% chance you're going to make a mistake. and you will get the result you don't want. And every person in this audience who is old enough has made enough decisions when you were mad that you know I am telling you the truth. Isn't that right? This election is a tale of dueling stories. The Republican story goes something like this. The Democrat story is, it's true that we didn't get you out of this hole in 21 months, but it was a very deep hole. And unlike our opponents, at least we stopped digging. We do have plans that will not only get us out of the hole, but will put America back in the lead in the race for the 21st century, rebuild the middle class, give our children a brighter future. Give us 2 more years to prove it to you. You gave them 8 years to dig the hole. Give us half as much time, 4 years, to get them out of it, and we will prove it. What are we going to do? We got to create jobs where the jobs are. Small business, green energy, bringing back manufacturing. That's what we want. So you've got to create choices. Kendrick Meek has voted for every last bill, including the stimulus, that would put America back in the lead in the race for green energy. He has voted to give tax credits to small business and to manufacturing if they actually hire new people. He has voted to give loan guarantees and credits to banks to get them to loan to people again. His opponent, Senator Rubio, says that the only thing we really need to do is make permanent the tax cuts for millionaires. The rest of this is all smoke and mirrors. Now, I can tell you something. Wait. We're just looking at the game films here. Marco Rubio's position helps me more than Kendrick's does, because I'm in that income group now. And I can tell you something. The single most inefficient thing we could do with $600 billion over the next 10 years is make these temporary tax cuts to millionaires permanent. We will not spend all that money. Want more jobs? You don't have a choice. You got to vote for Kendrick Meek. Kendrick and Corinne and Alan voted for the most sweeping reform of the college financing system since the GI Bill.
I'm Congresswoman Corinne Brown, and I am a community college lover, and I love Valencia Community College. You need to know I worked 60 years with the community college system, so I really do love the community college. I'm not just saying that, but I think education is a lifelong process. It begins at birth and ends at death.
Now listen, it's really important. Listen to what's in it. This bill says that we're going to lower the cost of college loans and make it easier for you to pay back, so no one will ever have to drop out of college again. Why? Because we're going to set aside a loan reserve fund at the Department of Education, the money directly to UCF, give it to them for the college loans, and save $60 billion over a decade in unnecessary fees to banks. That's what we're going to do. Then UCF can make available a student loan to you at a lower cost. When I did this on an experimental basis as president, students like you save $1,300 repaying every $10,000 they borrowed. That's real money. That's what you're going to save, okay? But here's what's more important. The second thing is more important. Every one of you from now on, if you get a federal student loan, will have the absolute right to pay it back for up to 20 years as a small fixed percentage of your income. Never more than 10% and less if you need it. Now, what does this mean? Think about it. It means we're going back to number one, because nobody ever has to drop out of college again because of the fear that you can't repay your loan, because of the fear of taking out a new loan. Ever again. It will never happen. This is revolutionary. Now, the sad thing, we're about to have an election and not 5% of the college students in America knew that. And even fewer know that Mr. Rubio and the Republicans have promised to repeal this bill and make it more expensive to go to college and harder to pay your loan off. and add $60 billion to the debt. Why would they do that? But interest groups want their money back. So, I'm just telling you, if every student knew this, don't you think most of those who voted in 2008 would think it was worth voting in 2010 to protect the most revolutionary advances in student loan in history? You gave them 8 years to dig this hole. Give our crowd 4 years to get out. I want you to go out and tell people that. This is a choice. We're on the right path. It's going to work out. And every college student should know about the student loans. Thank you, and God bless you all.
I support Kendrick Meek, and Kendrick Meek supports me.
Support Kendrick Meek, and Kendrick Meek supports me. I support Kendrick Meek, and Kendrick Meek supports me. Woo!
Kendrick Meek, and Kendrick Meek supports me. Vote for him. He's the #1 man for the job.
I support Kendrick Meek, and Kendrick Meek supports me.
I have already voted for Kendrick Meek and supported his campaign.
I support Kendrick Meek because he supports me. That's why I voted already for him.
I'm that star up on the sky. I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it. I'm the world's greatest.